communication style, supportive communicator. That's me. Calm, steady, resist change, careful, patient, loyal. These are the words that were important to me when I was growing up. I always wanted to have a relaxed environment, preferred calm. No gobbledygook for me, but I had rigid rules to grow up with. And I was always in trouble because I was the role model for my sisters. I had to break through those rigid rules. I call myself the icebreaker, so that my sisters didn't have to have as much ice to break through. While I was in high school, our drama department put on Charlie Brown plays, and I became a cheerleader for Charlie Brown. Sensitive, he's known for sensitivity to others' feelings and always hoping that everyone can just get along. Those are words that I said a lot when I was growing up. Can't everybody just get along? But then I discovered that I was also the instigator because I was trying to break through the ice, trying to break the rules. Skipping forward for many years, I was working in a lab environment and felt that I wasn't being heard. So I decided to become a squeaky wheel. I decided to complain and to talk loudly and not be ignored. But my boss was a bully, a very large frame person. And I just couldn't sustain my squeaky wheelness with him. So I decided that the squeaky wheel just wasn't for me. But at the same time, I had chopped away at some of the ice, some of the rigid rules that were keeping me from growing. Years later, I became an internal auditor. In the training, you learn how to know the facts, to listen to people, to make decisions based on what they say and to stand by them. So I became a more determined person as far as knowing what I was saying and doing and being able to stand up to them. So there was a gobbledygook of language, though, for auditors, and I wasn't always good with those, but I learned some of the language of auditing. Now, skipping forward to 2021, I have a part-time job. I don't have to impress anyone anymore. I can be heard. I don't always try to voice my opinion. If it's important enough, I'll keep it in my head and say it at some point in the future. Or maybe there's a time to say it right away. But sometimes things are not as important as they seem. One thing that I can say is that I'm consistent with my quality and my work ethic. So one thing that I really learned about communicating is to really listen. And so some of these things I always need some improvement. When I really listen, I can show loyalty, which is one of the key words for being a communicator, a supportive communicator. Enjoying time with friends and especially being relaxed there, that's also relaxing and having a calm environment. When I'm talking with larger groups, I usually don't talk much. I just stay quiet and maybe I'll say a thing or two, but I don't try to overcome the largeness of a group. So I just wanted to say thank you. This was a list. I guess my PowerPoint stopped. I have a list of some of the other words that were in the communication style. One word that used to be in there, dislikes change, no longer applies to me. I embrace change. Thank you very much.